Hey, South Texas, hope you're doing good today. Right now, not dealing with anything in the way of issues out there as far as storms are concerned, but we do have a few showers that are making their way through South Texas. We're going to talk about all that here in just a moment. We do have a lot of mold, though, on the board today. You see mold, it may be coming in at a light level, but still at a 480 count. That is much lower than what it was here these last couple of days, so we're happy to see that take a tumble as we head into the holiday weekend. Of course, this is Memorial Day weekend. I know a lot of people may be traveling to go visit certain places here across the state. We're going to be talking about the forecast across the state, not just here in South Texas. And we're going to be talking about anything that may be impacting your plans for the weekend. So, see a lot of people saying hello and good morning. I hope you're all doing well today. Barbara says good morning from Floresville, Texas, and the Singing Coyote Ranch. Good morning to you, Barbara. April says hello. Hello there from Jessica. Good morning. Good morning to you. A lot of people saying good morning. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So let's jump right into the forecast. We do have a chance for some strong storms today. We're going to be talking about that here in just a moment. First of all, let's take a look across parts of South Texas. Northwest San Antonio. Right now coming in at 72 degrees, 76 out at the San Antonio airport, though. Looking pretty gloomy. Maybe a little bit of drizzle out there, but nothing too messy. Calaveras Lake's saying 80 degrees. You see very warm, very humid. Dew points up there in the 70s, a very soupy air mass. I think that's going to continue here as we make our way throughout today. So don't be expecting that to go away anytime soon. I think it's actually going to stick around for the weekend too. So be ready for that humidity to just kind of stay high. But thankfully, we are going to get some lower temperatures in. You're going to see that in the 7-day forecast. First of all, we have a lot of shower activity, mainly off towards the north. You see showers and storms starting to develop closer on towards, I guess you could say that would be just west of Waxahachie, and I'm trying to remember the exact town there. It's Comanche. There it is. It popped up. I was like, there's a town right there. It's on the tip of my tongue. Just north of San Saba County and Brownwood, north of the Clean area. Those showers and storms continue to make their way off towards the east there, looking down towards our region. We have some shower activity off towards the coastal plains. If we take a closer look, you'll see that it's kind of closer on towards Cuero, Carn City, near Gonzales. All that very brief, spotty showers, not seeing anything severe from that, not expecting anything severe from it at all either. As we make our way throughout this afternoon, though, late afternoon and into tonight, we are going to have the chance for a few strong to severe storms. So the severe weather outlook showing a level 2 out of 5 for areas into the hill country, the southern Edwards Plateau, and parts of the Rio Grande Plains, even as far south as Eagle Pass. Everybody in green is a level 1 out of 5. Now you may be wondering, what does that exactly mean? Well, it means that if you're in the level 2 area, basically you have a better chance of seeing a few strong to severe storms. If you're in that level 1 area, it's going to be very spotty. I think the main risk from these storms is going to be large hail and damaging winds. So let's take a look at what the severe risk categories mean. A level 1 means isolated severe thunderstorms are possible, limited in duration and or coverage and or intensity. So basically, maybe a spotty severe storm here and there, may not be as strong, but as we head up to the slight risk, you become more scattered with severe storms. So not necessarily widespread, but more widespread compared to just what a marginal risk would be. Short-lived and or not widespread, so not widespread, of course. And isolated, intense storms could be possible. So some of them could be really strong. Let's take a look at what future clouds and radar is trying to show. The showers and storms could be impacting parts of areas east of I-35 at 2:30. I don't think that we're going to be having as much of an issue with these storms, and these may not even end up forming in the first place. I think they're going to struggle to form. But as we look further into the afternoon and into tonight, that's going to be when the storms really get going. I'm sorry if y'all hear some audio over my mic. It's an update coming in from CBS. We have, I guess you could call it the God speaker here in the newsroom, and it gives updates about what could be happening for our network, as well as what what's happening across the United States that we may want to pay attention to. So if y'all ever hear that, that's what's going on in the background. I'll go ahead and repeat what I had to say though. So you saw there's a little bit of showers and storms that were forming earlier on in the afternoon. Those are going to be kind of collapsing, I think. I don't think they're going to be much of an issue. I think they're going to actually struggle to form in the first place. Maybe a few spotty showers here and there as we head throughout the early part of the afternoon. But as we get closer on toward 5 o'clock, we're going to see some storms just off to our north start to make their way down to the south. I want you to look closer on just west of San Angelo there. See that red dot? That's going to be a pretty good storm, and those storms are going to be forming and moving their way southeast by the time we get to around 9 p.m. I think it could be as early as 7 p.m. that we see some storms approaching the hill country. I'm talking Edwards, Valverde, Kerr counties, Gillespie counties, and those will continue to sink their way down to the south and east, possibly impacting Bernie around midnight, but possibly as early as 9 p.m. So that's important to know. I know they have a graduation up there, and they need to they need to just keep a close eye. If you have any kids out there who are going to be graduating, make sure you keep a close eye on them tonight. Make sure they have a way to receive weather updates so they can stay safe. Colleen says, no more storms. Yeah, I totally agree. We're all getting kind of sick of the rain, but still beneficial. Let's hope we can get the rain without any severe weather. That's what I always like to say. We need the rainfall, but we don't want anything severe. I see a great question coming in, and this is one that I want everybody to pay attention to. Is it safe to go down the Comal River? Right now, yes. But I want you all to keep very close eye on the river levels and to obey any authority that may end up closing the rivers this weekend. Not saying that they will. There is no expectation that they are going to. But if one of these heavy storms does form over one of the rivers and one of the maybe even tributaries for them, it could cause the water levels, to rise, and we could have very swift water. Please obey any authority on the river that says maybe not to go down the river. I'm not telling you not to this weekend. Right now, it's safe. Doesn't look like it's going to be an issue, but again, if we get enough rain on the river, it could cause the water to be swift. So just keep updated with the cities and anybody who handles tubing in the region. Make sure you stay up to date with them. Check their website. We'll, of course, continue to keep you updated from here at KENS 5. We're going to be keeping in contact with them, so you can also stay in contact with us. We'll keep you updated in case there's any issues on the rivers, because I know a lot of people have plans to go tubing down the river and enjoy some of these beautiful waterways we have here across South Texas. So please keep a close eye on that. Now, I want to talk about the severe risk associated with these storms. Some of those areas in hot pink could be large hail and damaging wind. That's going to be our main threats from these storms as we head throughout tonight. At midnight, that could still be occurring. But by about 2 a.m., even though we still have some of those strong storms down towards Maverick County, Kinney County, maybe down towards Frio County near Pearsall, I think these storms are going to be collapsing, and this will really just be some heavy rain. I don't think we're going to have any severe weather there past midnight. There's just not going to be enough energy in the atmosphere by that time for these storms to really hold together. If we do get anything severe, it would be barely within that realm. So maybe just at quarter-size hail, maybe just at 60-mile-per-hour winds. Nothing too concerning there. Let's see here. What are those lines on the screen that are flowing to the northwest? Oh, that's a good question. I'm glad you asked that. That is wind direction. So that's going to be the winds that are coming in off the Gulf, bringing in a lot of moisture with them. The whole reason why these storms are going to have fuel to really get a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity going, and why we could have some heavy rain. That is going to be the wind direction, though. Thank you for that question. How might this affect flights? Marie, that is a great question. So let's go ahead and move it to around 10 p.m. I think that flights could be impacted late tonight. So if you're flying out at midnight, 1 a.m., could be a bit of a concern there, could delay you. But if you're leaving tomorrow morning, I think you're fine. Let's take a look as early as 4 a.m. because I know some people get to the airport real early. They want that first flight out so they can get a full day wherever they're headed to. At 4 a.m., these storms are out of here. There's no big issues. We move into this afternoon, or rather into Saturday morning, at 7 a.m., not too much of an issue out there. Saturday afternoon, not much of an issue, not expecting much of an issue there. Now, you know what? You asked about flights. The graphic may look a little goofy here for a second, but I want to zoom out and look up to the north, toward areas like Houston and Dallas. Sometimes people have to make connections in those locations in order to fly to wherever they may be headed to. So let's look at storm activity in these locations as we head throughout this afternoon. If you're making a connection there, we could have some storms in Dallas early on today. That's going to be pretty much before 5 o'clock. I'll just say that. And then as we head into this evening, we could have some storms approach Houston by about 1 a.m. So, you're probably not making a connection to fly out anywhere else at 1 a.m., but if you are, there could be a little bit of a delay. So I hope that answers all of your questions there, and I hope that you can have a safe flight wherever you may be headed to. Okay, I knew it had to be wind direction, but had to double check. No problem. Jessica says, you are awesome. No problem. I'm here to answer any of y'all's questions and make sure y'all can stay updated, especially on such an important weekend coming up for us, however you intend to spend it. Very meaningful, especially for Military City, USA, here for Memorial Day weekend. I know a lot of people may have events around the city. I hope that it can stay dry for those events. We're going to be looking at the 7-day forecast here in just a moment. I can tell you that there are some rain chances in for the weekend, but thankfully, this really heavy rain that you're seeing forecast for the next 7 days, I think it's going to be for tonight and into the middle of next week where we see a majority of this rainfall. So throughout the weekend, I don't think it's going to be as heavy on the downpours, but check out how much rain we could see over the next 7 days. We're talking anywhere from about 1/2 of an inch up to maybe even 3 inches of rainfall for areas of the Rio Grande Plains and the Southern Edwards Plateau, that area in red there that you see on the screen, and up into parts of the hill country. Now, the hill country, that's why I mentioned to give another update. So I'll repeat what I have to say here in just a second. But that rain could continue to really cause a lot of swift water, but hopefully a majority of that rain doesn't occur until the middle of next week. So we can make it through the weekend for anybody who may be heading up to do some tubing on the rivers. But the lower amounts of rainfall are going to be for the coastal plains, still possibly about 1/2 of an inch to an inch of rain. This is an area that really doesn't need rain at all down towards the coastal plains. They've had a ton of rain, and they are now actually out of drought. San Antonio is considered out of drought, but the areas that are expected to see the rain, you're going to see the drought monitor in just a second. They still need the rainfall. And I know that's hard to believe. Some of us have had a ton of rain over the last month, but we need rain to catch up, and I think that we are going to see drought go away completely. I'm willing to bet that we'll see drought go away completely over the next 2 weeks, thanks to the rain in the forecast. 4.53 inches of rain for the month of May so far. We should finish up the month with a little bit more rain in that rain gauge. It has been a top 15 wettest month from what we've had in the last 5 years. So it's been a lot of rain. We may even, if we can really get a lot more rain at the airport, which I'm not asking for it, but if we do get a lot more rain at the airport, this could be a top 10 wettest month compared to what we've had in the last 5 years. So we've needed this rainfall, but I know that a lot of us don't want too much more rain, especially down to the coastal plains. You know, they had pretty serious drought down there. No more drought in the coastal plains. But you see down towards Cotulla, still a moderate drought, abnormally dry conditions, at least for parts of northern Bexar County and into the hill country. We will see that improve big time over the next week, though, thanks to all the rain that we are expecting. The aquifer will continue to improve. Right now it's fallen 1/10 of a foot over the last 24 hours, but I think it will rebound even more. So right now it's 666.1 feet, and there's your 7-day forecast. Now we do have a chance for some showers today, but I think that a majority of the rain is going to be in as we head throughout tonight. Notice the 20% chances for rain there for Saturday and Sunday and into Monday. We are expecting some brief shower activity over the weekend. 20% chances for rain are not going to impact your Memorial plans too much. If you do plan any outdoor activities for Memorial Day or Memorial Day weekend as a whole, make sure that you have an umbrella just in case, because anything that occurs, it will be brief, but it could impact you. And here's the thing, a majority of us will make it through the weekend without any rain. That is after we get through tonight. So after we get through tonight, we'll have lower rain chances for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But then look at the middle of next week. I told you that I think a majority of the rain we see over the next 7 days falls tonight, and then as we head throughout the middle of next week. More scattered showers and storms expected Tuesday through Thursday. Temperatures are remaining lower for the weekend. That should be nice. 60s and 70s for lows, mid-80s for highs. That is below average. There's your Memorial Day forecast. A slight chance for rain is in the forecast, and you see that we could see a few more peaks of sunshine throughout the afternoon. 85 degrees there for the high. Sunset will be at 8:28. Let's look at the 8 to 14-day outlook beyond the 7-day forecast. Looking like we could have some above average rainfall continue for the region. Even just average this time of year is a good amount of rain. This is our wettest time of the year. And so the rainfall that we're getting is pushing us out of the drought. The reason why I say I think we could have no drought at all after the next 2 weeks is because we have above average rainfall still in the forecast as we make our way throughout the early part of June. And then the temperature outlook, below average temperatures. That would be low to mid 80s this time of year. We should be in the upper 80s, lower 90s, so we'll take the lower temperatures as much as we can get right now as we get ready to move into those hotter months for June, July, and August. So if we can get some cooler weather in here right now, we'll take it, right? Here's a look at your Lone Star 3-day forecast. Notice the dry spot for the state of Texas is going to be El Paso over the next 3 days. Everybody else is pretty much going to be having some chances for showers and storms. If you intend to do some traveling here for the holiday weekend, there's a look at the forecast, and you can see a lot of thunderstorm activity for a lot of our neighbors. Thankfully, our rain chances will be lower, though, after we get through tonight. And I want to take a look at the beach forecast. If you intend to head down to one of our beautiful coastal towns here across the Lone Star State, looks like we're going to be having scattered showers and storms for Saturday, pretty much all the way down the coast. And then once we head into Sunday, lower chances for rain in, with temperatures sticking in the 80s to 70s for highs. So not a bad day to head down to the beach. And maybe you wanted to do some camping out at one of our beautiful state parks. You know, I'm a lover of state parks. The water is going to be beautiful flowing through Pedernales Falls State Park there in northern Blanco County. I've been talking about that a lot recently because it really is going to be, guys. I mean, I imagine Pedernales Falls is going to be just stunning to look at. Again, that is east of Johnson City if you've never been there. This is the forecast for tomorrow. Maybe a few rumbles of thunder in the morning there. But as we head into the afternoon, go ahead and take the short hike to go check out the falls. It's beautiful. We also have nice conditions expected up towards Blanco State Park, where there's beautiful swimming holes there. Devil's Sinkhole, or Devil's River, rather, State Natural Area. Devil's Sinkhole is beautiful too out here. But Devil's River State Natural Area, located north of Del Rio in Valverde County, should be a beautiful spot to see. And of course, all of our springs are flowing pretty well right now thanks to the recent rainfall. So anything that has a creek running through it is just going to be even more beautiful to check out. So I'm going to bounce it back up to the 7-day forecast, guys. I hope you can have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, a very meaningful Memorial Day weekend with whatever your plans may be. Temperatures expected to be, again, in the mid-80s for highs. Slight chances for rain. We do have a chance for showers and storms, with some of them possibly being strong to severe as we head throughout tonight. So we'll continue to keep you updated on everything right here at KENS 5. I have the noon newscast today. Meteorologist Andrew Wilson has the afternoon off, so I'll be giving updates during noon today. Weather Chief Bill Taylor is in-house for 4, 5, 6, and 10, and I'll be handling some things behind the scenes and, of course, keeping everybody updated. If we do have any strong to severe storms tonight, you'll, of course, continue to see me right here. We're live on the KENS 5 app, kens5.com, Facebook, YouTube, you name it, we're on it. We're going to be here giving you updates throughout the evening if there is anything strong to severe. So be sure to follow us, like us, download the app, and keep an eye out on those platforms. Of course, if you follow us, you can sign up to get updates whenever we go live, and you'll get that notification immediately. And don't forget, if you have the KENS 5 app, whenever there's a strong or a severe thunderstorm warning, let's say for your area, you will get a notification straight to your phone, and then once you click that, you're likely going to click it, and then you'll see me pop up on here giving you updates and answering your questions throughout the event. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope you have a very meaningful Memorial Day weekend. We'll continue to keep you updated on everything right here at KENS 5.